Selling a business is a significant event. It involves complex decisions for both the buyer and seller. Two primary ways exist to structure the sale of a corporation: a stock sale or an asset sale. Each has implications for taxes, liabilities, and the overall transaction process. Understanding these differences is crucial for making informed decisions. In a stock sale, the buyer purchases the selling company's stock directly from the shareholders. This grants ownership of the entire business, including all assets, liabilities, and contracts. Think of it like buying all the pieces of a company at once. Conversely, an asset sale involves a buyer purchasing individual assets from the selling corporation. These assets can include tangible items like equipment and inventory, or intangible assets like intellectual property and customer lists. Imagine buying specific tools and resources from a business rather than the whole operation. The choice between a stock sale and an asset sale depends on various factors, including the size and structure of the business, tax implications, and the buyer's and seller's specific goals. Both options have advantages and disadvantages that we will explore further. In an asset sale, the buyer carefully selects specific assets and liabilities they wish to acquire from the selling company. This approach offers flexibility, allowing buyers to focus on the most valuable aspects of the business while avoiding undesirable liabilities. This is particularly common in smaller transactions. For example, imagine a bakery is being sold. A buyer primarily interested in the bakery's recipes and customer base might opt for an asset sale. They could purchase the recipes, brand name, and customer list without taking on existing debts or potential legal issues. Asset sales offer several advantages, particularly for buyers. The ability to choose specific assets and liabilities allows buyers to minimize risk. By excluding unwanted liabilities, buyers can protect themselves from unforeseen financial burdens. Moreover, asset sales can provide tax benefits for both parties. Buyers can often depreciate the purchased assets over their useful lives, reducing their tax liability. Sellers may benefit from lower capital gains taxes if the assets are sold at a price higher than their tax basis. However, asset sales also have disadvantages. One significant drawback is the potential difficulty in transferring contracts and licenses. Some contracts may not be assignable, requiring renegotiation with third parties. This process can be time-consuming and costly. Additionally, asset sales can be complex and time-consuming, as each asset and liability must be individually valued and transferred. This complexity can increase legal and accounting fees. A stock sale is a more straightforward transaction structure. The buyer acquires all outstanding shares of the corporation, effectively assuming ownership of the entire business. This includes all assets, liabilities, contracts, and legal obligations. Think of a company's history as a book. In a stock sale, the buyer purchases the entire book, including all its chapters, from the beginning to the present. They step into the shoes of the previous owners, inheriting both the successes and challenges of the business's past. Stock sales are often favored in larger transactions and situations where the buyer seeks to acquire the business as a going concern. They provide a clean and efficient way to transfer ownership of all aspects of the business.